Hi, good morning all. Um, just to give another update on what's happening. Basically now what we have is we've done all our configuration. We've deployed our application, first cut, version 1, pre-alpha, on the hardware, and yeah, it works. 8 months of planning, 8 months of building, 8 months of coding, and it actually works. It's almost like it's almost like a sigh of relief, off the shoulders, or the world's weight off the shoulders, because you don't know what's going to happen. Everything's in your head. You just wonder whether things turn out as you have pictured them to, whether you get small errors, big errors, things which become unworkable. But yeah, what's happened now is we've deployed our application onto the hardware. We've networked all our hardware, configured all our hardware, and made sure that they all function as they should. So let me just talk through the configuration that we have. I think everyone knows all the servers that I have there, if you've watched the past videos 1 to 7 or 1 to 8, depending on which order I upload this one in. But let's just go through all the equipment again. So at the top, these Dell 2550s, I actually didn't have a use for these. I didn't know what I was going to use these for. But what I've used them for now is the load balancers. So what I'm using for the load balancers is LVS. I have 2 load balancers which I'm using. So the top one is for the web load balancers. So the architecture is that I have incoming web requests through my firewall, and then from my firewall they get load balanced onto my 4 web/application servers through the top 2550. I need to basically do some throughput tests to see what the maximum threshold is before it starts to kind of die under the weight, but that's what the top one's for. The bottom one is for our database servers. Basically all the databases are load balanced through here. So MySQL cluster basically allows us to cluster the data, but not the actual access to the daemons that do the processing and the parsing. So this is what does the balancing. And I have basically redundancy for this, so I have other systems which actually take the service on if anything should fail. So as we're going down, we've configured the storage nodes onto these servers here, onto our 580s, our Dell 580s. I've got the applications deployed here, but not in the full production scheme. See, what I'm thinking of doing is using light HTTPD instead of Apache for our front end. So I still haven't configured that yet because I'm getting that to talk to my application server, and I haven't done that just as yet. So that's probably the last part of the infrastructure/system software configuration that I need to do. So again, that one, and that one are the application servers. So we're load balancing to 4 application servers, and again, the 2 storage nodes at the bottom there. These storage nodes are like database storage nodes, so don't confuse that with the uploading of artifacts and whatnot into this server here, which will store things like images, videos, etc., etc. Alright, also I guess one thing left to do is to configure our, you can't really see them, our Dell workstations here, which we're using for like heavy processing. So we've kind of balanced all our heavy processing, continuous running batch type jobs, heavy jobs onto these machines, so that if we need to, upgrade or add new machines or require more capacity, it's simple. We just simply add another Dell. I mean, we're not millionaires down here, so the way we've kind of worked it out is that it's like I said before, a cheap blade configuration, where if we need a new more bandwidth, more processing power, we just add a new machine and balance across more machines. What I have also is I have some spares here. These are cold spares. They've been configured with the same storage node applications and whatnot. So if anything should fail and something core like a motherboard and we can't do anything about it, this will go straight into the racks and replace the old damaged ones. What you see at the bottom there is our development workstations. They're just normal machines, normal Dell machines, P4s like the other ones up there. We basically need 4 of them, so when we were coding we could simulate this clustered environment here, because when you're coding in a clustered environment, or when you're deploying in a clustered environment but coding in a non-clustered environment, random things, various things happen which you're not prepared for. So to mitigate that, we've bought these machines, $15 a pop, which is good. And basically tested our applications there. On top there, you see that's just my development workspace. So that's where the first cut of the code goes, and the second cut goes across that machine there, and these machines here. Let's take a look at some of the wiring job. Please forgive the wiring job. We're trying to do a full-time job as well as build this system, and you know, neatness and wiring is kind of in the lower priority at the moment. But so let's take a look. So this is the wiring job at the back. It's kind of evil and a bit nasty at the moment, but we'll fix that up before we launch so that we know where everything is, and if we need to do quick upgrades, quick movements, whatever it is, we can do it without getting confused as to what's what. If you look at the bottom there, these are our Nortel switches. 100 megabit switches, not too bad. They work and do what we want them to do. They have the correct functionality, the correct kind of configuration on them. So we've done various VLAN configurations to enable us to maximize throughput. So that, you know, different packets don't interfere with different functions of the system. So here's another. So basically, all up we have 3 of these, 3 switches. All right. So going back around. Some of the issue that we had, I guess, with the deployment is that various different, you know, like I said before, when you're deploying in a clustered environment, various things you don't think of, but none of those are too major, and you know, we've kind of corrected those, or we're in the process of correcting them, so nothing too bad. And I guess that's about it. When I think about it, it's been 8 months in the making, putting all this hardware together and trying to do a full-time job at the same time, and coding. And I have to say, the guys that helped me out, 2 guys, top guys, top blokes, putting in good effort. And you know, we've got a guy helping with the design of the front end, making things look nice, making things look professional. And I have my hardware guy who's been with me ever since day one, putting this together. I just got to say thanks to those guys, and a shout out to my development guy, the guy helping me with the design. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, mate. I'll send you this video once it's uploaded, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. It's drawing nearer towards the end of the year, and which means that it's where our deadlines are getting closer and closer to finishing the coding. We've still got quite a bit to code, but we can rest assured now that we've tested it on the hardware that we had envisioned to test it on, and there aren't any major issues. I guess the next thing to do is to basically get our internet lines in and bond them together and get a big pipe out of this place so that we can serve up all our pages to the world with relatively decent speed from you know, from a small garage operations we have at the moment here. So just a quick one also, I've managed to lay some extra power points here to add extra power so that, you know, we don't burn the whole place down when we're drawing too much current, if it ever gets to that. So here it is. That's some new additional power points that we added, adding another 7,200 watts all up. I guess that's about it. The next thing I can really show you is that everything running. I don't know, maybe there's some more intermediate videos which would be good to document. But as for now, I guess that's about all. Thanks everyone for watching. Also, thanks for the guys that have subscribed to the videos. It's good to see that people are interested in what 3 nuggets are doing in the garage. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Show you the next video soon. Bye.